Today I'm going to be looking at these particular markers here. They're the Pica dry markers, and I have two of them here. They're essentially identical. The reason I have two is I have one pencil and one a wax marker. They take these particular inserts or leads of various colours. I have green, white, graphite, of course, your standard lead, and the blue. But I use mainly the white and the graphite, and that's why I have these two. I have one in white and one in graphite, and I'll show you why I use primarily those two when I go through them. Now, just to say up front, these are not precision markers. They don't give you a very sharp, accurate mark like, say, an HB or 2H pencil does, or like a 0.6 or 0.9mm clutch pencil. They're for rough marking out or for marking out steel, so as you can see here. So let's have a look. I've got different coloured woods here. I've got your pine, jarrah, which is quite a dark wood. You're not going to get a lot darker than that, and a medium colour wood there. We'll see what these look like on these particular woods. Now, these, as I said, these are for rough marking out, but you can sharpen them. There's a little sharpener here, and you can sharpen the point like so. Just pull it out a bit and run it around, and it gives you can sharpen to a nice fine point. I'll just get rid of this rubbish over here. A relatively fine point, that's not too bad. And same with the graphite one here. This one's getting rather short. I think this is only about an inch or so long. Now the graphite one has got a little sharpener. I haven't replaced these sharpening blades in here at all. It's the original blade. Not that you would ever need to sharpen it that often. I think this one's getting a bit blunt. Maybe got something stuck in there. Not sure. But yeah. And I love these because they're really convenient, and they give you a really good rough layout mark, and they're excellent for steel. And they, as I said, they come in different colours. So first of all, you use a piece of wood like this, get your square, and then measure it up, measure a rough length, and just give you a rough mark like this. That's where you'd cut it, and then but you wouldn't use it, as I said, for accurate marking. It's not a bad line though. It's not too thick a line, but it's not like a good 2H pencil, as I said, sharpened 2H pencil. But if you come in here with your white, I'm not too sure that you'd use a white. It might be a bit light for this wood, so you can hardly see it there. It's just a very faint mark. On slightly darker wood, you've got a bit of a choice. You can use your graphite here. That's quite a nice prominent mark there still. And your white standing out a little bit more on this wood. I'd still use your graphite. Now, the thing is that once you get to this wood here, this is where your graphite sort of very difficult to see. So it's hardly be able to see it there. Yet you come here with your white marker, and you've got a nice, good, strong line there that you can see. It stands out like a sore thumb. So you've got the pencil there and the white wax there. So it's quite good. It stands out quite well. When it comes to steel, again, you've got a bit of a choice, but your darker black steel like this, you're having a hard trouble seeing your pencil line. You know, if you welding, for example, or if you're cutting, you can barely see that. Yet come here with your white marker and draw a line, and again, that's quite prominent. That stands out quite well, and you know, you can draw quite dark marks with it. You know, particularly if you go over it a couple of times. And of course, with steel, you don't need a lot of accuracy generally. That's usually good enough. You're not working to 0.1mm accuracy as you sometimes are with wood. But again, your galvanised steel here, or plated steel, it does vary a bit. Your white is not too bad. You can see that quite well. But you may or may not want to use your graphite here. And the graphite, you know, that's not that prominent, so as your white sort of stands out fairly well. Graphite, sort of a 6 of one and a half dozen of the other, isn't it? Your other colours here, for example, your green might be a bit of colour in some circumstances, or your blue. Your blue might stand out here. Let's take out the white. Very simple. Just press the button here, remove the marker here, and then put in your new one. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't used blue much. As I said, I generally tend to stick to the white and the graphite-based marker here. So you've got your blue. Now that's not too bad. That's much better, isn't it? The blue. So on galvanised steel, you may prefer to use your blue, for instance. Okay, and that stands out quite well. That's quite easy to see, isn't it? So whereas on your other steel here, your plain steel, again, that's not too bad. It sticks out against, particularly if you're colourblind. The blue might stand out quite well. So there you go. These are your markers and your replacement inserts for them. It came with a combination of three colours. These replacements you can get quite readily. You can get them in blue, white, green, or graphite. I bought these originally with graphite in them, and replaced the one with a wax marker, and left the graphite in the other. But you can get packets of graphite, as I said, the three colours, or this combination. I bought this combination pack with the three colours in it. These cost me around about $16 each from the local woodworking store. You can buy them online for about the same price. Should be able to pick them up at a stationery store as well, relatively easily. And I think that cost me around about the same, between $15 and $20 for the pack of, I think it was 3 of each. So effectively 9 replacements, which are about, I don't know, what's 9, 3, about $2 each, I think. Is that right? Yeah, about $2 each for the replacement leads. And as you can see, this white is nearly out, and I've had these for a couple of years now. I don't use them in my day job, I just use them on weekends, but I do quite a bit of working. I own a farm here, so I do a lot of work around the farm with these, and so I use them a relatively large amount. And the graphite one, I think there's plenty left on the graphite. You can see there's tons left there. So they last a fair while, and it gives you a good solid mark on dark material, light material, and very versatile. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.